Hello, Jeff Elvin here with Ballen Brands, and today we're going to talk about how long-form content supports search visibility over time. Now, when we talk about search, we're talking about SEO, search engine optimization, that's been around obviously for a long time. We're also talking about ask engine optimization, which is another form of search, but using the more AI style chat and programs that are giving us these answers. So the first we have to understand what is long form content. So long form content is what it sounds like, right? Long form, meaning not short, not brief, to the point. If we did, let's say, 10 questions and answers and just had a quick question and a quick answer about a product or something, well, that would be more like short form content. So that's just getting right to the point. Here's the question, here's the answer. Long form content's more in depth. It's more explanatory. We want to make sure that there really are no questions left to answer, but it's more than that too. It also involves structure as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about search visibility. It takes time. So this isn't just something where we throw on a lot of words and we're going to rank high in the search engines. Okay, we need to make sure that this content is structured well. It's got clarity, it's got depth, and so it's not just how many words. That's the beginning of it, of course, when we're talking about long form blog content. Long form video content would be the length of the video, so 10 minutes or more, as opposed to maybe just a quick 1 or 1.5 minute explanation of something. So there's a market for both, and there's a need for both. But when we're talking about SEO, your websites, content marketing specifically, and how we want to build on, for your own online presence, we want to be long form. We want to be more in depth. So we're talking, again, over a couple thousand words. I have a lot of clients that ask me, well, how often should I publish? Well, if you're going to just throw up 300 or 400 words once a day, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get this great value out of it. But if you did once a week, once every other week, a more in-depth and valuable piece of content, then you'll likely see more success with that. So quality over quantity in this particular case. So one of the things we want to understand too is that you're really supporting your long-term presence. Okay, we want this content, we're showing you as the expert, right? We don't want to skip that part. So if you're the expert, you're probably pretty thorough about it. Now, it isn't necessarily normal for someone to come to our website and they just simply read thousands of words. There is that personality type that will do that, but a lot of us work much more on the short, quick answers. So we have to find the blend of both, right? We have to have the long, in-depth content, but we also need to have the more concise answers. So you'll notice I have a page pulled up on my website here on jeffsellslv.com. I do sell real estate in Las Vegas, Henderson, Boulder City area. And on my website, again, I'm practicing what we preach here. So I'm giving you the example. So this is for buying an eco-friendly home, smart choices for a sustainable future. Now, it could be as simple as this is what qualifies for eco-friendly and why people like to do it. I mean, it can be pretty to the point if I wanted it to be, but that's not the purpose of this content. The purpose of this is to really make sure people understand that are driven by eco-friendly, that maybe there's some things they don't even know yet. Maybe, solar is like one of the most common things that we look at for eco-friendly or green energy. But there's also sustainability, there's, what kind of windows are installed, what kind of insulation is in the home. I mean, there's so many different things. And I didn't necessarily get into every one of those details because those don't necessarily help my overall goal, which is really just to get them to engage and see that I'm the expert and talk with me. But if I wanted to, I could go even further with that. But the way we accomplish both the short, the short answer or the quick answers that people might be looking for, but still following long form content, is in how we structure the page. So you'll notice we utilize the table of contents up here. So each of these is a different section in this one particular blog. So I can click what features should buyers look for in an eco-friendly home and go right down to that. So if this is what catches me and I'm trying to be quick and thorough and I just want to get this quick answer, then this is where I go, right? I can, as the visitor to this website, I can quickly go to that particular section. But if I'm truly, starving for knowledge here and want to be thorough myself because I have that personality trait, I can literally start from top to bottom and just read, what is this? What does it mean for a home to be eco-friendly? And just really get, learn what LEED and Energy Star and Green Built Homes, like how these certifications are. So it really, again, I'm being comprehensive because that's what search engines want. They want to send their website visitors that are doing a search, as well as the ask engines, and they want to, they want to send them there and make sure that it's thoroughly answered. They don't want to just give them 3 sentences and be like, oh, that's okay, that didn't really give me much, so I'm going to move on to the next one. Well, now the search engine failed in what it's delivering to its visitors. So we're trying to find, again, that balance here where we want the search engines to know that we know what we're talking about. It's a great resource. There's more to it. The website visitor may have typed this in the search engine or asked this from the ask engine, but didn't anticipate what the next question was, right? So that's what a thorough thing will do. If you notice here, what does it mean, for a home to be eco-friendly? Why are eco-friendly homes growing in popularity? Homes with solar, like I'm actually showing properties that are eco-friendly. What features should I look for? How do they impact utility costs? These are the things. This is actually like a purposely structured what the next question I might ask. What is the next thing that I'm trying to anticipate what that particular audience might be looking for. So all of that is part of that. Also, when we have this much content, we build in links to other pages, internal links to other results. This is all part of that SEO strategy where we have, links to the different pages, again, click-throughs, actionable items. That's all part of this long form content. If we just had a short paragraph, we can't have a button and a link, 3 links and this and that. But on this page, we've got several links, several call to action buttons, several headings, lots of keywords. It's just much more thorough when we're doing it as that long form content. The last side benefit that you might get is you might actually earn some backlinks from it. If you are thorough about a topic and there's a third party out there that is also addressing this, but they're not necessarily writing it themselves, they might refer to you as a resource. And you could get the backlink from something like that. We've done that on our Ballen Brands website where we talk about the different website platforms, and we've had third party content providers actually link back to us as a good resource for these different website platforms. So that's obviously a great little add-on as well. So the last thing we need to understand is how to measure long form content. As I mentioned, we don't rank overnight usually for something. Shouldn't say we don't rank. Maybe you can rank, but it might be far down, right? We have to build up. The search engines are using different search queries, different keywords, and where you rank and how they rank you, as intentional as you may be, might not be the same impression that they get. So you have to give it a little bit of time. Usually we're talking 30 or 60 days at a minimum to really see if traffic starts flowing to these pages. And then from there, 6 months, 12 months, what keywords are people using and so forth. So having some analytics tools is very important to have this installed. And, really, again, just you don't just put it up there and it just works, right? This is all very structured and very purposeful. So, of course, here at Ballen Brands, this is our intention for you. If we're writing your content or if you're talking to us or we're building your website or helping you build out your pages, this is what we definitely have in mind. And if you have any questions on this or anything else, by all means, you can reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com.